Alright, this is a quick tutorial to show you how to put in an order for an account customer. Quick side note before we start, the program may run a little bit slow because of the video recorder I'm using, and if I left click something, it'll look like this. If I right click something, it'll look like this. First you're going to want to bring up orders. This tab over here on the left hand side should bring up this window here. As you can see, I already have some orders in for today. If you have none in, you'll start right here with the 1. If you already have some in, you'll start right here under the last one. It'll have a little star in it. We'll click right there. We're going to be putting in an order for Harmon Brothers for 18 plus 3000 residential standard mix. What you'll need to do here first is you want to pick out your customer. These are a list of all the account customers we have. You'll simply scroll down. I'm sorry, it's not in alphabetical order. Command Batch doesn't do that, but you just have to scroll down until you find the name. Now, if you know the account number, you can always type it in here. I happen to know for a fact the account number for Harmon Brothers is 2023, and if you type that in, hit the tab button, it should pull up Harmon Brothers on its own. The next step you want to take is to put in the mix. You can do it the same way as you do the accounts. You can hit this drop down list and pick it from here, or if you know what it is, a standard 3000 mix for us will be 3 RFAA. Now, if you don't put it in caps lock, as soon as you hit tab, it'll do it for you. But when you type in here, you want to use caps, especially for the address, because it won't print right on the ticket if you don't. After you put that in, you want to hit tab. It'll take you down to ordered. Ordered is how many yards they've ordered. Put in 18. That's what we have on the ticket. We have 18 plus. Now, if you were to put in, let's say they ordered 6 yards, and you hit tab to go to the next one, it's going to say load size. The load size is how much you're going to actually put into the truck. Now, if we only do 9-yard loads, so if you put 6 yards in as ordered, it'll put 6 as a load size. But so they're doing 18, so as soon as you put in 18, normally it'll say 10. It's set to 10. You always want to change that to 9. If not, it'll load at 10 yards on the truck instead of 9. Once you change that to 9, you'll hit tab again, and it'll take you here to the slump. You're going to put in your slump. They didn't specify, so we're just going to leave it at 4. Now, right here, you're always going to want to click this. This is a plus sign. If you don't click this and you load 18 yards and they give you a call for a callback, it won't let you load it on this order. You'll have to make a whole new order. So no matter how many yards is ordered, be 1 yard or 1,000, always just click on it to put that plus sign, that check sign in there, and you won't have to worry about callbacks. Here it's not necessary, but you can put in a time. Let's say the job was for 10 o'clock. Put 10.00 and hit tab. If you wanted to make it for 5 p.m., just hit 5.00 and type a P, and it'll put it in p.m. Next, you can put in spacing, estimated travel distance if you want to. It's not necessary. Right here, you'll put in the address. This is a made-up order, so I'm just going to say 123 Davis Street. And just keep hitting tab, and you'll go down. You put in the city. You probably don't need to put in the state because we're only going to be delivering to our state. Any special instructions you can put in here to recall later. It won't go on the delivery ticket. After that, hit tab. Now, since we add a fuel charge, this is where you're going to, right now, it says you've got ordered 18 yards of a 3 RFAA, and you're doing 9-yard loads. We also do a fuel charge on everything, and if you needed fiber, anything along those lines, simply click right here. It'll give you another line. Just click right under ordered. For fuel, you're going to put a 9. Hit tab, and you can pull the drop down list again, look through, find your fuel charge, and look right here to make sure that load quantity is at 9. Now, this will be all for this. You also can, that's pretty much it. Now, if they wanted to order fiber, you'd simply hit it one more time. Just hit no if that comes up. Hit 9, tab, click on it, the drop down list will come up, and hit fiber. Now this one's a little bit different right here. It has under load size 0. You're going to have to change that to 9. You want 9 charges per load. Now when you're done, you'll simply click right up here to the little disk to save it, and it'll pop up an order number for you right there. Now if you accidentally hit this little green check, it'll do the exact same thing, but it'll close out the window, but it will save it before it closes out. So all you got to do is hit orders. It'll pop back up, and there is the order I'm sorry, it's up here. Just look for the order number it gave you, or to look for the name, Hardman Brothers. All right, let's say they call you right before you want to load it, and they decide they don't want the fiber. To get rid of it, right here where the 3 is, simply right-click on it, hit delete. It turns all gray, and if you hit up here again, you hit save one more time, it'll disappear from the order, and it's saved in there like that. Alright, that's the basic rules for putting in an order. If you wanted to put in another one once you have it in there, you would simply click right here, and you would start the process all over again. Once you've made it to this part here, it's 9 o'clock, it's time to load that 10 o'clock job, load that first 9 yards. You will hit right there where it says create ticket, and another screen will pop up, and we'll go into that when we get to loading trucks. Also, now let's say you've loaded the 18 yards. After you've actually loaded the trucks and shipped them, right here is going to say shipped 18 yards, shipped 18 fuel charges. Now they're going to call you back for 6 yards. They're going to do a 6-yard callback. You're fine as far as the concrete. When you hit this button up here, this create ticket button, another screen will pop up right in this area that'll ask you how many yards you want to load. You'll type in 6 and hit dispatch. Now that's not so for the fuel charges or any other charges you're going to have in there. You're going to have to change this right here to 6. When you're at this point right here, you'll pull up this order. Let's say you're on something else. If the call comes in, we want 6 yards. All right, you'll pull up the order. First thing you'll do, highlight that 9 right there, type in 6, and hit tab. Changes it to 6. And you'll hit to create a ticket, and the screen will pop up. You'll type in 6 yards and the truck number, and then you'll be able to ship it. It'll put the right amount of fuel or any other things. Just make sure when you're into the callbacks, if they also had fiber, you would change right here. You would change that to 6, and make sure you change the load quantity to 6. I believe that's about it for account customers. CODs are a little more tricky, and there's a lot more involved because you also have to add prices. Believe that's it. That should cover everything. Anything else you can try all you want. Just be careful what you do. Of course, if you ever run into any problems and you can't get a hold of someone who knows, you can call Command Alcon. If you have this program, they should have given you a phone number along with a CB number. You'll have to give them, which is located on the easiest way to find it is usually the name of your computer is CB blah 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 blah, or you'll have a CD laying around, a CD that goes in your computer, a backup that'll have your CBI number on it. You can also check your box that's on the wall in your office, because usually it'll have the 1-800 number for tech support on it, as well as your CB number. Again, that's it. If you have any questions, call tech support.